Pandas, 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 pandas. I got broads in Atlanta. Just don't need an Atlanta. Credit cards, scammers. Pandas, welcome to Bye Bye Money. I'm glad that you guys are here. We just finished a pre-market show and always have a great time there. Hopefully one day you guys can join us there if you're not already. Going over all my account balances, going over all my off-stream trades. Just always have a great time. Let me say good morning to a couple of you guys. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be. %19 of you guys think only Michael Chin knows what's going to happen today. Andrew Gibson, good morning. I mean, Jotaro, good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Speedy Boy, good morning. Day Trading, good morning. Russell H, good morning. Good morning, guys. Chris Lou says, let us pray to our God, Michael Chin, for a profitable trading day. All right. I guess he needs all the help. I mean, why not? Why not? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Chris Lou, good morning. Frank Angela, good morning. Wayne Bicknell, Diego, Grant Kim, good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are here. Hope you guys are killing it in the market these days. Yesterday, wowzers. I mean, Panda gotta admit when he's wrong. I thought yesterday we have a strong bull trend. It's actually the exact opposite, and we just crashed and burned. Yesterday, we had Powell speaking. Rootin' Bambootin, good morning. You know, and he must have said something the market did not like, because after he spoke, I mean, the market just went straight down. So, with that being said, every candle, we get more and more information. So we had this H4. This H4 actually reversed pretty strongly, but we're in an area where it seems like, most likely, we're going to make a new low. That's what it seems like. We had a hard time breaking above 20 MA, and it basically failed to reverse, right? This pullback actually is starting to look like a reversal now, and it could simply just be, right, a bounce off the resistance here. The only problem is that, well, most likely we'll probably make a new low here, but the only problem is that this is starting to look choppy. So within here, we're actually starting to create a trading range in itself. So we have a trading range, a larger trading range on a daily, but also down here, we're starting to form our own trading range, and that means that we are at the bottom of this small trading range, which could mean we could come back up. Like, you don't typically want to short at the bottom of a trading range. So you have two conflicting, opposing ideas, right? Where you think, okay, we probably make a new low here, but at the same time, we're at the bottom of a trading range. So do we want to go short here, or do we want to come back up thinking we're going to come back to the top of the range? Who knows, Pandas? With that being said, I have no idea what's going to happen today. It could be a confusing day. And yeah, I got to just let the price action tell us on the intraday charts really what might happen. But I'm not getting much information from this. To me, I would say 50-50. 50-50 we break down, 50-50 we come back up into the trading range. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, we're so close to the bottom here with a super strong bear candle ending near its low. Makes me feel like it's a higher chance for this to break down. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe today might be a nothing day. Maybe today might be a doji day, small trading range day today. And the markets might be just as confused as I am, or who knows. So with that being said, let's let the price action tell us exactly what's happening here. Right now we are in a trading range, and we are coming to the top, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom. I mean, the trading range indicator, can you get any more accurate than that touch? The top of the trading range, can you get any more accurate than that? I don't think so. We're right back at the bottom with an H4. Maybe with a higher low setup might be worth trying to come back up to the top here, but kind of looks bearish in my opinion. I don't know. We are making lower highs, as you can see, and we made lower low here, and we have yet to make a new low here, but this is gonna be difficult. I don't know. Hard to say. I mean, you got yesterday's close and low, and we are basically creating a trading range around that area. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be today. We got about 5 more minutes to market open. Only Michael Chin knows. I gotta stop putting these troll options because most of you guys just choose the troll option. Toadman asks, do you or anyone switch to 25k or 2,500 tick temporarily if you don't see anything on the 2k chart? I personally don't do that. I think everything we need to know happens in this chart. Changing the tick, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. I think having the multi-time frame does help a lot though. So you can see the bigger picture, and you can see this internal structure of the higher time frames. And you can see on the higher time frames, perhaps things you cannot see on the lower time frames, such as like if the 10k chart is above the 20 MA or below the 20 MA, but on the 2k chart we're going in and out of it. You can get a sense of, well, if on the higher time frame we're still underneath the 20 MA, even though we're slicing in and out of it on the 2k chart, most likely we're probably bearish. Hope that makes sense. So the higher time frame, like, so I don't want to say like switching time frames is completely useless, but switching to a 2000 to 2500 tick chart to me doesn't mean much. And that's because we're talking about tick charts. And so how can I say this? I'll just say whatever tick chart you use, you just stick with it. You stick with it and you learn that tick chart. And the reason why I say that is because when you talk about tick chart, it's based on the volume. It's based on the well, technically based on the transactions, but heavily influenced by the volume. And so there's about 2 to 3 maybe ticks or transactions per tick. And so oftentimes the volume chart does look similar to the tick chart. It might be like 2 to 3 times quicker than the tick chart, but that's because there's multiple transactions in every tick typically. And so, or multiple contracts in each tick or each transaction. So, and the reason why I say that is because, I mean, the bars don't really change much. The only thing that really changes is how many bars there are on a day. And if there's a lot of volume in a day, then we'll just get more bars. But in terms of the price action, it doesn't change much, in my opinion. So I don't see the benefit, really. Good morning, guys. SW Blaze, my 1-year panda. Thank you for your support. Got 3 more minutes to market open. We are in the bottom of this trading range, maybe coming back to the top of the trading range. I really wouldn't be surprised if it does that. But I don't know if I could trade it. Maybe with a trap trade, I'll go long. One thing I will do though is maybe change my profit target. If it's like, typically I've been seeing these candles being pretty large, like more than 4 points. And so the candles being more than 4 points makes me a little bit concerned. Not concerned, but it makes me want to get more than 1 point as a scalp, you know, and I've always been doing that. So if it's more than a 4 point large candle, I typically go for maybe 2 to 3 points. And sometimes I'll even swing trade if I see a good setup here. Like even this trade, if I want to go long here at the bottom of the trade, thinking this is a failed breakdown, with the right risk reward, you know, like you're risking this much, but your reward could potentially be by like 20 points. And so that's pretty good, right? It's a little less than 20 points, so it's around 20 points. And probability is low, but the risk reward is so good, it might be worth even trying to take that. And you have to only be right, maybe like 20 to 30% of the time to be profitable with a strategy like that. Like very tight stop, huge reward, low probability trade though. Like what are the chances that the market's gonna go up to here before it goes below here? Low probability. Okay, market's about to open. About 15 seconds. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you scalp that like button. Let me know what kind of day you think is going to be. Actually, I'm going to close this. A lot of you guys think it's going to be trading range day today, and only Michael Chin knows. Market's about to open. We may get a trap right off the bat, but right at the market open, I'm going to sit on my pause here. Even if this traps out, I'm going to let it just go without me. Too many times I've been hit with trades like that. Kind of strong push down here, right? You're thinking about the trading range, and now we're going below, making a new low on that trading range. Could be break a trend to new low here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we reverse here. Anything can really happen today, but we shall see. If there is a chance, you know, you want 2 legs down, or do you want a higher low setup around here in this area? If you want to trade this trading range, you gotta look for the higher low. Carl Herman, congrats. Passed 1 of 2 Apex accounts yesterday. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Make sure you guys trade micros until your funds are secured. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let me put a new poll up for you guys. I like to have polls just because it's fun. It's interactive. What can I say? Actually, I like this one. All right. So we're getting some chop here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. Makes me confused. Below the 20 MA, but the bottom of the trading range makes that new low, and we are in reversal territory right now. And especially when we're getting so much support at the bottom of this trading range, I can't close beneath it. Woo-wee. Like I'm looking for reversal here, but no setups for me so far. I want a higher low setup, so I need to actually break previous candle's low to trigger that pullback, the second pullback. Never doesn't give it to me, and so I'm just sitting on my pause. I got no setup here. But I'll take a long trade here, maybe back to the top of the trading range. But no setups. You can only take what the market gives you, and the market decided to not break a previous candle's low to create that second pullback for us. So this will be a higher low. Instead, we get all these micro double bottoms. Summarizes. I could tell you're a programmer the way you type. Wow, that's like is that some sort of like you go to like an interview and it's like, here, type on this keyboard. We want to see if you're a true programmer or not. Just by the sound of it, they'll hire you. Confused market at the moment, but right, we're bouncing off the support. We do have a higher low setup. It's not a second entry long, but it's a higher low setup. Maybe potentially coming back to the top of the trading range. It's not the setup I like personally, but I like the second entry long, but this is quite choppy. It is a higher low setup, but I don't like how it looks. I personally don't like how it looks. The setup that I would like is something like this at this point. Fails second entry short above the 20 MA, and you're thinking trap trade to the long side. That's the kind of trade I would like in this situation, where the 20 MA starts to curl up and you hit it, and wow, okay, so that's why you wait for your setup. Big push down makes a wedge here. I have no setup here, so I'm just watching this. I got nothing here. Makes a wedge, right? Strong bear bar ending on its low. Doji bar, no follow through yet. No follow through yet. You gotta wait for the follow through. There's some follow through. It has to be a strong bear bar in my opinion to be true follow through. I don't know. Bear bar. Some traders might think that's enough. They'll just sell the close. Always in short. Some traders are thinking always in short. Probably gonna try to break the overnight low. That's what traders are going for. We have more continuation, right? We keep breaking the lows, right? Probably limit orders above. People trying to sell above it. Strong bear bar ending near its low. Some people are just buying the close here, still always in short. 5-minute candle is looking pretty bearish. Gotta let the candle finish though. Big reversal up. People probably still selling with limit orders here, but we have a wedge here. Higher low setup potential here. Trading range still valid. I'm not sure if this is good enough for me. You know, this could be a failed breakdown. Yep, we're coming back into our trading range. In my opinion, this is a failed breakdown, and we might come back up here strongly. When we have a failed breakdown, typically the opposite move is strong. We'll see though. I mean, we're still beneath the 20 MA. We just hit it. Ha! This is confusing. Very confusing. Gap says, too many click sounds, not enough clock sounds. Yep. Hulkman Joe Blow shilling another person's stream on my stream. I'll let it go. Looking for a higher low setup here. Man, these pushes down are really strong though. I cannot trade against that. Strong bear bar, anyone's low. People probably still selling, always in short. Confusing. Looks like a downtrend, but a weak downtrend. Right? We keep getting pullbacks. But then strong pushes down, no follow through. Confusing. Price action, I don't know what's telling me. I mean, it looks like we're on a wedge here. Could be breaking down. Doji bar. Market's massively confused. No outside bar reversals though, surprisingly. Actually, technically this is outside bar reversal. But none since the open. Making new lows here. Trying to break the overnight low, perhaps. Creating follow through on the strong bear bar on the daily chart, right? Creating some follow through here. Big push up. Confusing. Bulls are making money. Bears are making money. I should just buy with limit orders here, thinking we're gonna come back up. Sell with limit orders here, thinking come back down, making new lows. I don't know what to do. Technically, probably this is probably too close. Big push down. Looks like downtrend. Broke the overnight low. Perhaps gonna break this low here, which on the daily chart is this low here. So if we break below this low, the counts reset. Everything resets. Oh boy. And that H4 fails, right? This H4 like reversal fails, and that original premise I thought we're gonna make a new high. If we break below this low, it's gone, and it could crash. It could crash and burn. Oh boy. If we break this line here, I mean, look at the 5-minute. Strong bear bar, ending on slow. Could be a bear trend day today. I'm thinking bear trend. Wow. I need a setup though. Give me a setup. I could just maybe take this short here. Potentially. Outside bar reversal. Not interested. If I'm gonna take that short, if I'm gonna take this trap out, I don't want an outside bar reversal. Boom. Shoots down. Comes right back up. Barely enough for a point. Currently H4 setup. Perfect scalp. Just made. If we break below this low, pandas. Hoo-wee. I'm going with double position if we break this low. If we break below this low, I'm going double position. I'm going to scalp out one, and I'm going to run another one for 10 points. Taps it. Taps the low. Hasn't broken it yet. Oh boy. I know this is not a two-legged pullback, but if we break this low, it's a really big pivot. Huge pivot. Okay, we broke below it. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5-point stop loss. So I'll take the hit. But breaking below this low makes me feel like we could push really hard down. It actually fills me, and it might stop me out here. Might be a bad trade. All good. I like the premise. The premise is good. Breaking below that low is pretty huge in my opinion, and we are most likely going to go down a lot further. It might not be now, but we're most likely going down much further. I could get hit here. It looks like I'm going to get hit. But the premise, I think, is still short, and I'm going to look for more short trades. See if we can get it. I'll just take the hit and then re-enter. I mean, that's what I'm going to do here. I took a 5-point stop loss as my max pain here, and I'll just take the hit, and we'll move on to the next trade. But in my opinion, when we broke this low, the fate is sealed in a sense, and we're going to crash and burn, in my opinion. Double bottom here. Again, with any trade, I'm willing to take the hit of whatever trade I enter. Willing to take any hit. Always willing to take that risk. Do not enter a trade that you're not willing to lose. And for me, this was well worth it. Well worth this trade. Breaking that low. Whew. Got the 2-point scalp. Let's see if we can get more than that. I want to get more than that. I'm going to see if this pushes down very hard. This could be a big one, Pandas. This could be a really big drop. Really big drop. Like, that should not have happened. Breaking that pivot low. It's bad news. That is bad news for the market. I'm at break even. I have no risk here right now. I'm break even +1. And we'll just take the hit. I mean, we won't lose any money here, but we're going to try to gain as much. We're going to try to get for 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 points. Let's go, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go, baby. What I can do is just do like a price action stop and just keep putting above the previous candle's high. And we can just keep riding this as much as we can. And we'll just keep riding it until we break a previous candle's high. We could break it here and I might just lose this, but it's all good. I'll just take the hit. Alright, I'll take the hit. This is a price action stop, and I'll take that hit. So, it's all good, baby. Let's go, baby. Get that bamboo. Let's go, baby. I could have got more, a little bit more from that, but I just took the price action stop and maybe re-enter later if there's more opportunity. But man, breaking this low, I was not expecting that, and the fact that when it did it, it could be bad. It could be bad news. It could be bad news. I'm just thinking downtrend day today. Breaking below that low here, this H4 basically fails. That means there's nothing protecting us really now from going down. Like, this basically should have made a new high, but instead it breaks down, and when the opposite thing happens, what should happen, then typically that reaction is very strong. And I mean, we're up 325 today, and I'm happy with that. I'm pretty much done for today, but yeah, I mean, what can I say? Pretty much done for today. Oh man, but there's probably more opportunities here. A lot more opportunities. Big push down, first entry short. Right, hitting the 20 EMA. Maybe looking for a second entry short here. I mean, we could be done for today, but maybe I'm getting a little too eager. I'm gonna let this play out a little bit. I'm gonna let this play out. I've been in this situation before where I got really too eager and it just reverses on me. I mean, we are below the 20 EMA here, breaking below this low. Strong bull bar. Immediately scalps out. Second entry short here. Okay, pushes strongly above the 20 EMA. Very strange, right? Hard to go short here now when you're this strong above the 20 EMA. Okay, now that's a good signal bar. Oh boy, that's a really good signal bar, and I'm already too late to the party. But looks like it might be reversed. Not even 2 points. This is a little disappointing. Almost makes 2 points. Right, I mean, that's a second entry short with a 1 point scalp at least. Just watching. I mean, in my mind, like, the most obvious things to go short, but I'm like kind of hesitant because I'm like, man, when things are really obvious, they're not so obvious. Nothing is super obvious in the market, and it makes me wonder what's happening here. Maybe the lower high. Maybe I can take the lower high setup if we get it. I feel like I already missed this move. This scalp has already been completed. Plus, you know, it's a 2-point scalp right there. Maybe a lower high setup. Micro double top. Big push up. Could be reversal here now. I don't know. Now it's getting confusing, right? This should not have happened, right? You got a reversal trade. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Huh. Lower high setup to go short. Gonna go short here. Lower high setup. Let's see if we can get this scalp here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5-point scalp. Going for 2-point. I mean, typically we'll look for a new low here. Maybe back to the bottom of this trading range. Don't like this reaction. Kind of like I mentioned, like when it's too obvious, it usually doesn't work out. Ouch, 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 ouch. This is probably gonna stop me out. Stops me at the outside bar reversal. Ah, pandas, all good. I'm gonna go in one more time on this H4. If we get an H4 setup, we have an L4 setup right now. I'm gonna go in short one more time and I'm gonna swing it down. If it gets me again, it gets me again. Okay, strong move up. Terrible signal bar. But the H4, I'm gonna take this H4 here. Or sorry, L4 setup. I'm gonna take this L4 setup, I'm gonna swing it. I'm gonna swing this L4. Terrible signal bar. Just follow through, a lot of follow through, right? So you just take the hit, let it happen. L4, it's not looking as good because we're like below or we're way above the 20 MA. I would have to have confirmation. I would need like a lower high setup here. So even if this does trigger, it's an L4 setup and it can come all the way back down here. But I would want like a lower high setup, something like that along these lines, just because we're way above the 20 MA now. So that's a pretty strong push up, in my opinion. I'm gonna sit on my pause. I really thought we are just gonna crash and burn here, but you know the timing. It's all about the timing. So I gotta have gotta wait for my setup here. Looking for a lower high setup, and I'll take it with a swing trade. Looking for a swing trade here on a lower high setup. Give me a swing trade for a lower high setup. I need a lower high setup though. I need a candle to break a previous candle's high and then come back down. Give me that lower high. I could be eager to enter with a micro double top. Lower high setup. But this looks like a strong push strongly upwards. My premise could be wrong here and we could have a full-blown reversal at this point. Right, especially making a new high like that. Very confusing. That's why you wait for the lower high setup. That's why you wait for your setup. How many points was that? Bar ended up being pretty large, so it was about, I think it was a 5.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Still green though. Still green. I thought it was worth it. I thought it was worth taking that lower high setup. But like I said, like when it's too obvious, it's usually not obvious. I mean, this could be the one that crash and burns. Still, if I'm looking for a setup at this point, the only setup I can look for right now is fail second entry long. I mean, we're in an uptrend right now. Right, 5 pushes up, uptrend. Big push down. Breaking below, yes. This pivot low though, in my opinion, pandas, like that is it's a death blow to me. That's a death blow for me. You know, the count's reset. Now we have a gray one here. That breaking that low is a death sentence. Like we're probably gonna. With that being said, like, man, yeah, I think we're gonna come back. I think we're gonna come back down. I think we're gonna start to come way back down here. It's a death sentence in my opinion. Breaking this line here, right? Breaking that line, breaking this line. Can't click it. We're just grinding up here. You know, I don't mess with when it looks like this. I just don't know when it will actually break down. You know, it's gonna break down sooner or later, but you just don't know when. If anything, you need a lower high setup if you're gonna enter a short trade here. At least a lower high setup. And even if it breaks this trend, typically look for a new high before for the full major trend reversal. And maybe I'm like blind to it, but maybe I should just be going long. I see a lower high setup here I may be interested in taking. The safer trade to take is actually wait for the trend to break, come back up, make a new high, then look for the reversal. That's a lot of price action we have to wait for. Or you can look at this price, you can look at this trading range thinking that we might come back down here. This is a failed breakout of it. But the lower high trade here, I look for a trap trade. I look for a failed Pikachu and I'll go short. In fact, this is not a bad long trade to take because you're off the 20 EMA and also off our trend line if we get a decent signal bar. Just waiting. I'm like really eager to sell. I'm really eager to sell. So I'm trying to look for a reason to go short. And I'll take it on a failed second entry long if it happens. I might have missed the train. That lower high, that could have been it. Right, come back to the bottom trade range for that swing trade. I think I missed it, pandas. Maybe a little too patient there. A little too patient. I want to swing trade back to the bottom of this trading range. Also, probably to make a new low. Happens with that lower high. That lower high setup. I'm going to take this short trade. Even with the outside bar reversal, I'm willing to take this because I see a clear target here, bottom of the trading range. It's a little far away from a 20 EMA. Probably will swing this, well, at least this many points here to the bottom. That's a hard signal bar to go short against. But I like the context. I like the fact that we're in trading range and you're trying to push down to the bottom of it. Probably try to make a new low here. Getting a little too choppy. Getting a little choppy here. We're hitting that pivot low again, testing it. Gonna look for a swing trade here. Getting a little choppy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars in a row now. So this trap is looking less enticing, but I'm gonna take it anyways because of my eagerness to go short here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars in a row. Gonna swing trade this. I'm gonna keep my stop loss at 5 here. Gonna look for that new low if we can get it. Looking for that new low. Taking the risk off. Ooh, oh, I gotta bring it back. Can't take the risk off that soon. Too soon, too soon. Almost stopped me out. It's not letting any free trades happen here. Swing train this 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost 5 points here. Trying to think if we're gonna make a new low or not. I'll just put the bottom trading range. Almost want to do a price action stop here. Getting choppy. Actually does break above. That would have stopped me out if I took my risk off. That would stop me out if I did break even +1. That move. Now we're actually breaking above it. Bullish bar ending near its high. Don't want to see that when you're short. Had 1, 2, 3 points in the bank. Stops me out. That's a shame. I thought we were gonna get back to at least the bottom of the trading range. That's why I wanted to hold it, but I just take the hit. Down 100, unfortunately, but for good reasons. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've prematurely let these go, and now it's like zooming up, coming right back up to the top of the trading range. I thought we'd come back to the bottom trading range, so you gotta take the risk. I'll take the hit. Seems like most of you guys trade for one contract, which is good. I think that's good. I mean, I like trading one contract. I trade one contract across like multiple accounts, but on one account, I like to trade one contract. Tricky. I really thought. It's all good, pandas. Come back to the top of the trading range. Are we coming right back down? Woo. I'm just sitting on my paws. A little shell shocked, so I'm just gonna wait. Stops me out, zooms up, hits the top of the trading range like to the T. Just missed the bottom of the trading range by like half a point. So strange. But we're just like teeter-tottering on this line here. Unfortunately, I thought we were gonna get a nice little show there, but hey, you take what the market gives you. I mean, the fact that it had a strong bear bar ending near its low, I thought there would be some follow through, but I wasn't expecting this big move back up. So, I mean, I took the hit. It's like a pretty small risk. Down 100. Literally make that up in one scalp. Thanks for subscribing. Potential outside bar reversal. Potential triangle as well here. I feel like we're nearing the bottom of the trading range here. Could potentially create... I'm a sucker for this. I'll attempt another swing down here. Oh, let's try it again, shall we? Looking for a new low this time. And the main reason because we hit the top of the trading range. Now I'm thinking at least to the bottom. Maybe have a failed breakdown, but maybe looking for a new low. Because we failed to reverse this right here and actually bounced off, I'm thinking we have a good chance for a downtrend now, and I want to participate. Maybe I should stop swing trading. That's the lesson today, pandas. Some days you gotta just realize, you gotta just stop swing trading. Just take your scalp. Man, 2-point scalp, easy too. That's gonna get me. Lesson today, pandas. Take your scalps. Goodness gracious. I think I'm gonna take my scalps from now on. I'm gonna stop swing trading. This swing trading is actually hurting me today. Especially when we're like in the trading range. You gotta just take your scalps. I could have got 2-point scalp immediately right there too. Oh, I keep trying to swing trade. Gotta stop. I mean, when you look at the 5-minute chart, obviously choppiness. I mean, can you get any more choppy than that? Made this triangle as well. Failed break down the triangle. Oh, all right. Pandas, have you heard of tilting before? I think I think we're about to have a tilt alert, and I need some animation. Some panda tilting or something. All right, I'm gonna do that for next stream. We're gonna have a panda tilting, like maybe falling off a tree or holding onto a tree and it falling. That's gonna be my tilt, my tilt meme, because yeah, I just lesson learned today: take your scalps. Don't try to swing trade. I basically got burned on 2 swing trades, and I'm gonna stop trying to swing trade now. I'm gonna just take my scalps, quick, easy profits. Russell H says stream till green. Nah. Today got a call day. I'm actually very busy. Life goes on beyond the stream. The fact that we couldn't hit the bottom of this trading range makes me now feel like we could have a reversal here. Dare I say we hit this gold line. I was making a joke almost like the entire day yesterday with the two-legged pullback Discord. And saying that this is a ledge here, and how we're gonna come back to it. And even this morning, I'm like, we might come back to the ledge, but hey, who knows? We might actually come back to the ledge. That's weird, right? Like, we missed this, but the fact that we broke this low makes me feel like the fatal blow, like the death blow, has already happened, and most likely we're gonna continue to go down. It might not be today, but in my opinion, breaking this low here speaks volumes to me. But right now I'm looking at the price action on the 2000 tick chart, and what it looks like a reversal. So I'm just gonna let it play out. Outside bar reversal here. I mean, very tricky, very tricky. You know, that's the thing about trading range day. It makes you feel like it's gonna start trending, and then it just reverses on you. It makes you feel like it's gonna start trending, it's gonna reverse on you. This is actually a hidden second entry long. The reason being is we have outside bar reversal A, B, C. Actually, now it's a technical second entry long. That's a lower high setup. The lesson today, pandas, take your scalps. Take your scalps. I'm not going to look to go long here. I mean, I feel like this trading range is still valid. So even if this makes it too leggy here, strong bull bars above. You know what? Let's go for it. Actually, I can't. We have the 5-minute 20 EMA blocking us. The 5-minute 20 EMA. So actually, I'm going to sit on my pause here on that one. I'm going to skip that second entry long. Huh. 10K chart. Very interesting. Creates a second entry short here. Very interesting. I don't know if I could even trade this trap trade, but all too confusing for me. All I know is, pandas, I'm taking my 2-point scalps. That's all I'm doing. Forget. I mean, I could have got 2-point scalp here, 2-point scalp here. I'll take this trap trade. 2-point scalp. That's it. Get in and get out. Gonna go for 2 points only. 2-point scalp. Let's go, baby. It's getting some bamboo back. Gonna get my confidence back, pandas. Right, top of the trading range, trap trade to downside. Just gonna get some confidence back here. Just want my scalp. I don't want to swing trade. Got my 2 points. That was so fast, but hey. Let's go, baby. That's why I didn't take that long. This is where the 5-minute helps you, right? When you know you got hit. Touch the 20 EMA in the 5-minute. This trap fails. We're still below the 20 EMA on the higher time frames. Notice that, pandas. Right, the 2000 tick chart, confusing trading range. Higher time frames. It's simple, so simple. We're still bearish on the higher time frames. Cody M says 30 seconds behind. That's probably where you're gonna be at, but yeah, watching 2x speed, right? Make sure the live button is red. Don't have a setup to go short right now. Even if this does go short, don't have a setup. That's not a setup I like to go short with. Got 2 points on that. I would need I mean, I could raise my contract sizes. I could start trading 2 contracts. If I see a good setup, maybe I'll take 2 contract trade. If I see a fail second entry long here, maybe 5th push down. Maybe interesting going short. Failing to actually hit that pivot low by 1 tick. Higher time frames. Tick trap. The 5-minute creating a second entry short, but it looks ugly. That's like one of the ugliest 2-legged pullbacks I've seen. It looks like a mutant. 2-legged pullback though, right? Dark red number, dark red diamond here. Super signals dark red, showing a second entry short. Don't have a setup though. Right, that 4 is not a setup I like. Gonna respect this trend line for now. It looks like a limit order market right now. And people are selling with limit orders, right? People sold right here. People look like they're selling along the way here. They're selling at that close, right? They sold it here. You can see by the price action. They sold the close right there. Oh. Has such a good start, Pandas. Such a good start. Then it just got choppy. Chopped me up. What can I say? It got me. I admit it. I admit it. You know, I admit it. I got hit. I got chopped up. It's all good. The 5 minute, I mean, that's a two-leggy, but that's a signal bar, and it looks choppy to me. But below the 20 MA, it could make a strong push down. Who knows? It could really be a strong push down. Right? People are just selling the closes, right? Sold the close again here, just selling with limit orders. They're just selling, always in short until probably hits this trend line. Who knows? Or gets to the bottom of the 5 minute. Right, limit order sells. If I was aggressive, I would just be selling anywhere pretty much right now. Gab asked, Panda, do you use T2 or time set? Nope. I only look at price action. I don't look at anything else. Wayne Bignell says, I am on full tilt mode. Oh no. Come back. Come back to us. Gab says, I hate when you enter a trade, I see in my chart that it failed, and I'm like, GTFO, Panda. Strong push down. No setup for us, though, unfortunately. So what can you do? You just let it go. Finally hits the bottom of the trading range where I wanted it to hit such a long time ago, and it just did some crazy stuff before finally doing it. That's trading range. That's the character of a trading range. Probably gonna make a new low now. Strong bear bar ending on its low. Could come back to the top of the trading range. Who knows? If it's choppy, it could come right back up. I think personally this move down is very strong and it's gonna break down here. That's what I'm thinking. But no matter what, I'm gonna wait for my setup. So just gonna have to wait for a short setup. This is very hard to get into. There's no way to get into this trade here. Something interesting happens here, Pandas. As you can see, what happens here is that after this reversal setup, it pushes down, and look at what it comes back up to. It comes back up to fill the gap perfectly, right? Touches this gap, as in this low here, hits that, makes the gap. Hard to go short here and be an aggressive trade, far away from the 20 MA. It'll be a momentum play if I were to go short on this trap. I'm going to sit on my pause though. I'm not going to take it. Just watching. No setup that I like personally right now. Currently market deciding, are we going to go into a trading range or are we going to break down here? Whew. All right. Perfect scalp trap. Just watching. Going short here, you're banking on the breakdown of this big trading range. You're currently at the bottom of the trading range. What to do, what to do. Are we in a big trading range and come right back up? Or are we going to push down further? It's $1 million question. Right now it's hard to tell, and you can tell the market is confused because of this happening right here at the bottom of this trading range. Market's trying to decide, are we going to break down or are we going to reverse here? Regardless, no setup for me. So I'm sitting on my pause. Need a two-leggy. Pushes down further. Could be a breakdown. I actually may be interested now in a trap trade to the downside. Now I'll actually be interested because it seems like the market has made its decision to break down. Big push down. Maybe always in short still. I actually would trade a trap trade at this moment if we get a trap trade. Because now I feel like the decision's been made. Right? We're going to break down instead of come back up. Small consolidation. And it's hard to even mark this push down because it's so strong. Like I don't even know how to mark this channel. It's like it's just too steep. No entries for us. All first entries along this way. First entry, first entry, first entry. Big push down, always in short. If I was aggressive, I'll just start selling. I'll just start selling here. I'll start selling anywhere. I'll sell here, sell here, sell here, sell here. If I was aggressive, I'll just start selling. Selling, knowing that if it does come back up, I can sell again, scale in, come out break even if it were to fail. No entries, pandas. Sorry. No entries for us right now. Always in short though. Could try to make a measure move. Where would I count this measure move? That is a question. Higher time frame might be helpful here. 5 minute. Measure move. Right here on the 5 minute, about 5 points away. We're such a strong downtrend. I will take a trap trade here, pandas. Do not copy my trades. Do not copy my trades. I will take an outside bar reversal here. That's only because the momentum is so strong right now. I'm willing to take this trade and I think it's worth it. Do not copy my trades. And I'm just scalping in and out. If this were to happen, I'm just going to scalp out. No more than a scalp. This is a fail second entry long. Do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. Go for a 2-point scalp. You might say, why would I go in this downtrend when it's so overextended? Well, it's because of the momentum and because small pullback bear trend. Just trying to participate, trying to go in anywhere, any reason to get in, and this is the reason. Currently, it's not doing what I want it to do, right? On a trap, you want to move down quickly, and it's kind of getting choppy here, so it could burn me, but I'm completely okay with losing this trade. I'm just gonna keep my original risk though at 5 because we have 2 points. We're trying to get 2 points here, so we'll take the 5-point hit because we want 2 points. I will do one scale-in trade if I have to, actually, if we make it too leggy. Alright, just sitting on my pause here. I may do a scale-in here, thinking that any pullback will be small. It will continue this downtrend. So I'll be willing to scale in to come up break even, but that means wide stop. You have to create a wide stop. The thing is about wide stops is you have to be willing to lose your wide stop. The wide stop will probably be about 10 points or a couple points above the 20 MA. I'm already thinking willing to come in with a scale in here. Because this trend is so strong, like I feel like if we pull back, I at least can come out break even. On the 2-leggy. Off the 20 MA, let's say. Watching. May have decreased my stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10-point stop loss. I'm ready for one scale in here. Looking for a 2-leggy. Hopefully back to the 20 MA. We'll try to go short again. Going completely sideways right now. Pushing up higher. And again, this is a calculated scale in. Only scale in if you're willing to lose your wide stop. Strong bull bar, ending on high. I could pretty much maybe even just come out here and just take the hit, thinking that this might be a reversal. There's hope. Just waiting. I mean, again, I'm willing to lose this, so at this point, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4 points of risk. And you might do like an actual risk play where you can try to get 4 points down because you're willing to risk 4 points. Or you actually risk 4 points. So you can try to get 4 points here, but looking really choppy here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 overlapping bars in a row. It's absolutely incredible. It's just 50-50 in which way is going to break out. Well, like I said, my plan is simple. All right, I have one scale in ready, and if it goes way above here, I'll get stopped out and move on to my next trade. But I have my plan from the beginning. That's the thing, right? If you're gonna do 10-point stop loss, like you have to be willing. If you have a wide stop, you have to be willing to lose your wide stop. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. For me, I felt safe as long as beneath the 20 MA. I didn't feel like any worry about that, but obviously that was a little risky, right? We're a little risky. So, I mean, we're talking about one contract, trading one contract on a $300,000 account, losing, 10 points, even 10 points on one contract. That's relatively nothing, in my opinion. Very small. So, as long as we're beneath the 20 MA, I didn't feel like any real risk there, but who knows. And if you notice, right, the risk I took right here was 4 points. I took about a 4-point risk here. People came out with 4 points, right? So people who entered the same trade as me, the institutions that came in the same trade as me, they wanted to take the actual risk that they took and take the profit on the other side. So they took an actual 4-point risk, and so they actually made 4 points, and it reverses right off of that equal. So that's what I was mentioning before it happened. I was like, well, I could technically risk, or I could try to extend my reward now to my actual risk, and that was exactly what the institutions did. And the idea is, over time, that will be a profitable strategy for you, right? Over time. Not this one time you might lose it, but if you do it 10 times, 100 times, most likely you'll come out on top. So this chop here is interesting. I mean, it's very choppy in my opinion. A lot more choppy than I would like it to be. Right, Andrew Gibson says the downtrend is so strong, didn't feel that sketchy, and that's that's what I was talking about. When the downtrend is so strong, you're basically thinking there's a high probability chance that if there is a pullback, it won't be very large, right? When you have a downtrend this strong, like any pullback most likely will be small. I mean, every once in a while you get like this V bottom thing happen, and you just take the hit and that's it, you move on. But to increase the probabilities, you can have a wide stop, and that's like an example of a wide stop, and you have to be willing to lose 10 points. Like if you're willing to lose 10 points, you have to be willing to lose it. But that's because you want to increase the amount of probability you have. This is second short of Pikachu trade. But this is so choppy here. It might like do a failed breakdown, come back into this chop. And there's a little sus here. A little sus, in my opinion. Plus break a trend to new low. A little sus to take that short. It doesn't really matter because it actually doesn't trigger. So just sitting on our pause here. Comes back up to the top of the trading range. And it might end, the stream might end like this, where we're just bouncing back and forth right here. It's the top of the trading range and comes back to the bottom of the trading range, just in the wick itself. That's like 3 points right there. 1, 2 whole points right there. bottom trade range back to the top of the trade range, 2 whole points again. Should I just sell the limit order, thinking you come back down here? Speedy Boy says 800 more to pass the eval. Let's go, baby. Seems like a lot of you guys are in the green. You guys are doing better than me. This is a 2-leggy here, but it could be break a trend to new low. This could be a reversal setup or strong bull bar. It's kind of a sus short to take. All right, pandas, we're gonna turn green today. We're gonna turn green. We're gonna turn green. Just watch. Just watch. Need a setup though. Did we actually hit that measure move? Let me see on the 5-minute. We were very close to hitting that measure move. From this breakdown to that pullback, 2-leggy pullback. About 1 point away from it. Trap trade to the long side. Give me a 1 in the chat if you take a trap here. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're gonna take a reversal trap trade here. Give me 2 if you're gonna skip it. Currently a trap trade here to the long side. Give me a 1 if you're gonna take that trap. I wish YouTube had like templates for polls that I could just like quickly put up there so you guys can like vote if you're gonna take a trade or not. And plus the chat is live, right? The chat's instant, whereas the stream is delayed. We're in a downtrend, but I'm gonna take this reversal here regardless. Break a trend, new low. Feels a little sus actually, huh? This does feel sus to me. This long trade. I feel like I'm gonna take the failed reversal here. If it fails, I'm gonna reverse it. If it fails, I'm gonna reverse it. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. I'm back green. I'm back to green. And the stream is not even over yet, pandas. It's not even over. Not sure how high this is gonna go. Right? I mean, when you look at the higher time frames, you're still beneath the 20 EMA. Right? The 5 minutes still beneath the 20 EMA. It's a big push up. But we'll see if this actually reverses the market. Technically, I stream till green, guys. Russell H says you have to take one more trade to get back to real green with commissions. Ah, how true that is. Strong bear bar ending on its low. I mean, what a failed breakout, right? What a failed reversal. Like, how tricky is that? Like, it looks so promising, and the very next 2 bars, it just retraces everything, taking it all back. How tricky is that? I mean, people thought this was going to be it. This is going to be the big reversal, but that's why you wait for your setup. Lance Gahn says 1450 up today. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. That's really nice. That is really nice. Whew. Oh, man. Are we still going short? This is interesting. Convention will say we look for a new high here. Okay, getting choppy again. Coming right back into this chop here. Pushes down, lower high setup. I'm only looking for short trades now, to be honest. Looks bearish to me. Looks very bearish to me, actually. Okay. Fail second entry long. Perhaps I'll take it. But I need my setup. You can only take what the market gives you. And the market, if it doesn't trigger the second entry long to fail, then there's nothing to take, in my opinion. I need the setup. It doesn't actually trigger the second entry long, so there's nothing to fail. So the setup is not there, pandas. Just sitting on my paws. Even though it looks very bearish, I want to participate in this downtrend. Some people just sold that close right there and just looking to break down here. They're just selling everything. Especially if there's a follow-through bar or a doji bar even. That's enough for a lot of traders to continue to sell. They're selling everything. It finally hits that measure move on the 5 minute, I think. In my opinion, that measure move is hit on the 5 minute. Right, from here to here, measure move. From here to here. Unfortunately, I could not participate. Didn't have a setup. Just a shame. Manthorn says, reach my profit target on the 50K on the 4th day of trading eval account just to continue trading to blow it up. Now I feel like a turd. Manthorn. That's unfortunate, man. That's really unfortunate. I mean, I tell all the viewers, you know, if you pass your eval, secure your funds, trade micros. Like, when I say trade micros, I mean you just trade one micro, you buy and close. You just enter position and close it right away. And you lose a little bit. You lose like $1 or something. But in my opinion, what's most important is to secure your funds. And if you feel bored and you want to keep practicing, then either start a new eval or just trade sim. You know, I think either way is viable, but in my opinion, it's not worth losing the funding to keep trading an eval account that's already passed. It's silly to me, in my opinion. But hey, lesson learned. The best part is you didn't lose any of your own capital, so. We're up 1250, but pandas. The math is simple. You multiply that by 1,000, and by the end of the year, I'll actually make $12,500 if I can make 1250 every single day. I'm just joking. Potential fail signature long here to keep pushing lower. Quite possibly could push lower here. In my opinion, we have 2 legs down now on the 5-minute chart. Hitting the measure move makes me a little hesitant here. Makes me feel like we can reverse here and at least maybe going back to trading range. Unsure though. That being said, not sure what more can really happen right now. Pandas, let me know in the chat why you love trading so much. What draws you to trading? You can really do anything to make money, but why trading for you? What drives you to become a better, or to want to become a trader? Let me know in the chat your thoughts. I'm curious to know. What for you is the most alluring part about trading, like futures, day trading, whatever. I'm gonna go short here. Just give out 1 point scalp there. Just trying to get in and out. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Turtles says it's addicting. Will Curtis says, being my own boss. Live free or fight. Freedom. This guy loves freedom, huh? Introvert Investor MD, the challenge. Rutin Bambutin, financial freedom. The challenge of learning and mastering a strategy. All right. Drugs, cars. I don't want to say that word. That's all. And I'm disabled. Turtle says, I'm disabled, so this really works for me. If I could just be successful, I would actually be able to take care of and have a family. Huh. Charles Wilson says, excitement to make a lot of money in a short period of time. Man, Charles Wilson, I know you're a follower, and you're a panda, but I'm gonna have to say it's, let's just say I've been doing this for 2 years. 2 years now. In my opinion, if you've been doing this for 2 to 3 years and you have not yet seen progress, that may be a sign. That may be a sign. But who knows? I mean, I don't want to stop anyone from potentially being the greatest trader of all time. It's just, some people take a longer time to get over the learning curve. But I'll say if you haven't seen any progress, the trajectory, if it's not there in like 2 to 3 years, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say where you'll be in 10 years. Because the thing is, it's like traders who are really good, you hear stories like they weren't profitable for 8 years, for 10 years. And but they kept going at it, and they Al Brooks said it took 10 years to become profitable. And he made a lot of mistakes along the way. But the thing is that, he trusted people too much. And until he finally took the bull by the horns himself and made basically his own price action trading system, then he basically finally started to become profitable. But yeah, I'm just saying, for anyone who's trying to be realistic here, 2 to 3 years you should be seeing some improvement, I think. I mean, you don't have to be consistently profitable, but I think you would at least have to be in a place where you're profitable for a decent period of time, and you get hit by that 1 or 2 days of this bad trading. You're like, man, only if I didn't do this one thing wrong, then I would, it has to be quantifiable too. It has to be practical. If I just didn't do this one thing, or if I put a hard stop limit of me losing, and that's it. I don't know, something to get you to progress to that next step where you don't blow your account in that 1 or 2 days of bad trading. Where it's amazing trading 2 to 3 weeks, and then that one day you're just ooh, you messed up. You mess up one more time. You mess up one more time, and then now you're trading triple your size, and you're trying to get your money back. Whatever you can do to prevent that from happening for you. For me, I think it was just being okay with the red day, and recognizing that the possibility of the current market cycle that I was trading poorly in is just the market cycle that I'm not good at, and the next day will be much better, or it might be much worse. I don't know, but the fact is I could just reset. I think, in my opinion, that's just kind of if I were to assess it. But anyways. Kevin Max says, yeah. The thing is also, it's when you hear, for some people, when they hear that only 90% of people fail and 10% are successful, that drives some people to trading. It's oh, is that true? Well, I want to be that 10%. And that actually drives people more and more, instead of deters them. How to be tight, accountability to myself and only me. Last 10 years of focus on work trading is to not be under the watch of anyone else. I'm responsible for my income. You want to be your own. You want to make your own. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Russell H says, I trade futures because trading stocks is too stressful. I don't have to search for catalysts, news, releases, gappers, etc. I focus on one chart every day. You know what? Actually, I'm opposite. I feel futures are stressful just because how over leveraged it is. When I trade stocks, it's almost it's nothing. It's when it goes down 1%, I'm oh, I lost $100. It's okay. Diego says, I want to travel around the world. Wayne Bicknell says, okay, remember my full tilt comment about an hour ago? Was red, 1350 in my val now. After 74 trades, I am green, $20, but green. Wow. Wow. Emmanuel Martinez says, financial independence. Tate says, better life for fam. All right. FZen, discipline and self-control. Yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir. Keith A says, that 10% is my driving factor. Pushing strong down now. No setups for us yet. Really? This could be trading range. We may get a trap trade to the downside. I'm kind of willing to go short here, but let's take a trading range. And I didn't like this fact that this two-leggy makes a scalp and then pushes up and pushes back down. It makes me really feel like this is starting to turn to a trading range. Right? Really starting to go sideways. So, all right, pandas. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. It's been a great week, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early Monday. And remember to restore your mental capital. And yeah, for some people who are just beginning, use the weekend to study your charts. Study them. Study the setup. Study your mistakes. I would say even if you've been doing for a long time, that would be great as well. But also don't forget, what good is it to gain the whole world but lose your soul? So don't let trading consume your life to a point where you neglect everything else. Let's let this thing be a thing where we master this. We don't let this master us, right? We master the market. The market doesn't master us, right? We don't become a slave to the market. We want the market to become a slave to us, and so we make the rules when we think about it. We decide when we think about it. So, anyways, guys, I hope everyone is doing amazing and have a great weekend. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.